Welcome to Strength and Balance 3. Today we're going to work with a small ball, 6 to 8 inches, and work on our strength and our posture while balancing on one leg, a single leg. You can use a chair. I'll demonstrate the exercises from a seated position as well as standing, whatever works best for you. So whether you're seated or standing, you want to take the ball and put it on the floor and hop onto it with one foot. Now, one of the first things that normally happens when we're seated, especially, is we stand on the ball, and when we begin to put pressure on the ball, which we're going to do, is the knee tends to pop open to the side. So if you're seated, you're going to need to be really mindful of keeping that knee right over the ankle in alignment with the hip. So from a standing posture and a seated posture, we're going to stand onto the ball and begin to put pressure on the ball. Okay? So one of the first things that happens from the side point and also from a seated point when you're standing on the ball is because we're connected all the way from the heel up our back into our spine, into our head with fascia, we tend to round over and gravity tends to pull us in and down. So this exercise is designed to strengthen the posterior chain, the one in the back that keeps us standing tall, the ones in the back that helps us to find balance when we trip or fall. So as we put pressure on the ball, notice how much that pulls on your back. If it's hard for you to stand tall or sit tall, take just a minute on this first one to let the body get used to that demand on that one side. If you're seated, you need to push into the floor with your free foot. Think about the rib cage lift. If you haven't watched the rib cage tutorial, please do so, and that will help a lot. So you want to lift your rib cage up, open the chest, pull your shoulders down, and just breathe through this as you push into the ball and lift the back. And you'll feel, if you take just a few seconds, you'll feel the spine, up and down the spine, tugging and pulling in certain parts. Now release this. We'll do 4 on each side. So number 2, you're going to push into the ball and begin to lengthen. Pull your belly in, pull your shoulders down and back. If you're seated, do the same. Okay. Keep breathing. Now you can add your arms here. Your arms can stay down right here, but once your arms or your hands tend to get far from the core or the center here, your body is challenged more with balance. So you can start here, or you can take them up here and see if you notice any change in if you're able to stand tall with this demand. And release. 2 more times. You're going to push down into the ball, stand tall, lift tall, add the arms if you want. A real challenge would be to take them up over your head, but I want you to pay attention to what's going on all along from your foot all the way through your fingertips. Exhale and come down. Now on this last one, number 4, we'll challenge our lateral or our rotational strength. So push down into the ball. If you're seated, push into the floor. Lift your torso. You can keep your hands right where they are. You can go here, or you can go all the way up. Keep everything lifted, keep your belly pulled in, and rotate toward the ball. Try to keep that ball as still as you can. If you're doing this properly, you should feel a stretch, maybe a tug all the way up and down your spine, because nearly all of us, go ahead and switch to the other foot, nearly all of us have had some kind of an injury. Anything as mild as just a sprained ankle can affect how our body responds to the demands left and right. So hop onto the ball with the other foot. I'm going to show this from a seated posture. And notice as you press into the ball, is it maybe a little bit more challenging on this side. You tend to round over a little bit more as you push this side into the floor. If you've had a surgery, knee replacement, hip injury, whatever, left and right sides are going to be very different. So just be mindful of that. Now push into the floor with your free foot. Sit as tall as you can. This is my challenging side, so I can feel it more on this side. I'm really having to work more. And release. Big breath in here, exhale and push down into the ball. Watch your knee because it's going to want a tendency to get out of alignment, to go through with this movement or this motion. So we want to keep it in alignment so it tracks the right muscles that we need to keep balance. Sit tall or stand tall and release. Number 3, push down into the ball. Sit as tall as you can. Now because I've had an injury on my left hip, I can really feel my upper back working to stabilize here. It's a lot of work for me. And release. I'm going to add the arms on this one. I'm going to try to go all the way up. But again, this is for me, it's really challenging. I can feel it tapping down into here, mid to lower back even more. It's more work. And release. And your last one, we'll add rotation. So push into the ball, push into the floor if you're seated. Add the arms if you want to, and go wherever you want to with the arms. Keep that ball still as you can. Rotate toward the ball. Keep your back nice and lifted. Notice if the knee moves when you rotate. Come back to the front and release it. Okay. That's balancing with the ball. If you have no other time during the day to do any other exercise, this is a great workout to give both sides of the body stability and alignment and strength and balance. Thanks for joining us.